Hi, welcome to Calling Shenanigans, where I test out trending projects that look too good to be true. Today I'm testing out this egg souffle thing where you take bacon and you wrap it around the inside of a muffin tin to make kind of like a cupcake liner, and then the cupcake is an egg. So we're going to see if this actually works because they're pretty adorable and I think they'd be fun for any breakfast, especially with Father's Day coming up. So let's get started and see if it really works. You're going to need some bacon, some salt, pepper, and then some sharp cheddar cheese, or whatever cheese you want, but I use sharp cheddar. And then preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Next, crack your eggs into a bowl. I found that 4 eggs yielded 6 egg cupcakes or egg souffles. If you are going to be baking an entire baking cupcake sheet full of them, that would be 12, so you're going to need 8 eggs. After you get your eggs in a bowl, use a whisk to mix it up until they're a nice consistent color and texture. After that occurs, you're going to add about a quarter to half a cup of your sharp cheddar cheese, depending on how cheesy you like it. I put in a full half cup. And then add a pinch of salt and about a teaspoon of pepper. And remember that all of these quantities are based on making 6 egg souffles, so if you're making 12, be sure to double it. Now for the next part, I actually thought this was going to be more difficult than it ended up being, and for this part you are wrapping or lining the inside of your baking tin with bacon, so you're kind of making your cupcake liner. Now I tried it 2 different ways. You'll see in the first one I tried it with the fattier side of the bacon on the bottom, and on the second cupcake tin I tried it with the fattier side on top. Now I found out that it was easier to form when the fattier side was on top, but it didn't make a difference when you actually bake it. So just something that might make it easier for you to actually make these little cupcake liners. Because this was my first time making them, I alternated back and forth on my technique with each cupcake, just because I wasn't sure how they were going to actually bake in the oven. After your bacon cupcake liners are formed to the best of your ability, and remember they are bacon so they won't look perfect, move on to the next step where you fill them with your egg mixture. Now, for some reason I had difficulty with this step and I spilled egg, I felt like, all over my baking pan. So hopefully you figure out a better way to do this. But once you get them all full, about a little over halfway, probably 2/3 of the way full, you'll put them into your preheated oven and set your timer for 35 minutes. At the 35-minute mark, check to make sure that they're golden brown, just like cupcakes are, and then you'll be ready to take them out of the oven. You'll see that the bacon is really bubbling when you take them out, so you're going to let it cool down for a couple minutes until you take them out of the pan. The fatty, bacony goodness makes your house smell very good, and they turned out very much intact, which I was pretty shocked. So when I went to take them out, I used tongs, and they pretty much just popped right out on their own. I think these would be great if you were having a lot of people over for breakfast, because you could probably cook about 2 baking sheets full of them at once, so that you have a bunch of bite-sized, ready-to-go breakfast items for your guests. So I would definitely recommend them for that. We're all done, and I'm honestly shocked that these things stayed together. I was not expecting that. I mean, come on, that just sounded way too good to be true, so I'm pretty shocked and I have to revoke Shenanigans on how easy it is so far. But I was also concerned where all the oil goes, because I know bacon has a lot of oil, so it has to go somewhere. So, Steven, do you want to test this out, since he's been waiting to? Alright, cheers. Bacon-covered eggs. It's literally like a muffin, but egg muffin, right?
It's like an egg muffin, and the bacon's pretty crispy on the outside, I should note.
Which is pretty surprising. Like, it's literally almost the texture of a muffin on the inside. Well, I think I have to revoke Shenanigans. They are kind of greasy, so note that, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It still tastes pretty good. So do you like it?
It's great.
So, Shenanigans revoked. I would definitely recommend these. I think they're great, you know, especially Father's Day coming up. So if you have anything you want me to test out, as always, comment below. And I'll see you next time on Calling Shenanigans.